What's up, y'all? I'm Connor O'Reilly. Today, we're at the newly dubbed Champions Landing here in Emporia, Kansas, formerly known as the Emporia Country Club. It's now owned by Dynamic Discs. They changed the name to Champions Landing, and we are here for the Dynamic Discs Open. It's going to be a Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite event, and you guys are probably familiar with this course if you've watched any Dynamic Disc Open or glass blown opens in the past. There are a couple small changes and one major change to the course for this year. A couple smaller OB shifts on a few holes early on. And then we have a new pin location for hole 18, making it a par 5 now, playing across the water on that second or third shot, depending on how aggressive you get. Excited to show you guys this track. Thanks for joining. My sponsors who are helping me stay out here are Lone Star Discs. Got a bag full of them here, and it's gonna be that Discology Icon bag. Excited to try out the new OGV2 coming in hopefully tomorrow. So might have to thin out a disc or two for this setup, see what I don't really use much today. We do have high winds coming. Right now it's picking up. By the end of the afternoon, it's supposed to be up to 25, and there's going to be some scattered thunderstorms over the next couple days. So we're going to have wet course conditions this weekend, and yeah, might have already slipped once or twice. So, you know, it is what it is. You gotta take your lumps as they come, and just learn from them. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy. Hole 1 here at the newly crowned Champions Landing is a par 5, out of bounds on the left, out of bounds road on the right. Big shot off the tee, put you somewhere on that upslope. The second shot here feels like the trickiest one just because it's to a blind landing zone. Hopefully if you throw a good one, third shot into the green, somewhere in the range of 300 foot or less. And they got rid of the out of bounds bubble that was right in front of the green, so it feels like they're kind of enticing players to go a little more aggressive, maybe try to go for that eagle on this one if you can clear to the top of the hill on the first shot. But it kind of depends on the wind direction you have on this tee. Right to left head today, probably one of the worst winds for this hole, but we're gonna see if this medium stability Alpha Warbird can hold up. That's way too high. Good thing we're going 2 off the top. All right, I'm going with a more stable one. Trust it out wider. Now I know what the wind's doing. All right, there we are, kind of midway up that upslope. And yeah, that little curl left should give me a better angle. Let's go. All right, showing pretty healthy headwind still. I'm gonna go back to my stable 3-plane Warbird. Play it out over that big chunky juniper tree there. Try to have it fade back on the wind. Oh, and there's the first slip of the round, y'all. Wow, skied it too. That sucks. Guess I'm taking an OB. We have more rain in the forecast, so that's an issue that's gonna be prevalent this weekend. I'm gonna have to find a way to play like an elf with the feet light. Now, some of you guys might know better than me if you're locals, but if this course is still gonna be a golf course, I understand leaving the golf grass, but if it's not, I wonder if it's worth kind of getting some natural grass back in just for better grip. I feel like the soft sod of the grass of the golf course just doesn't really work too well for our game right now. Well, you guys, here's the hoping that the first slip of the day will also be the last. See if we can get up and down for par. Ripping wind. I got about 450 in. I'm gonna go Seguin just so I don't have to worry about my angle. Really get on this thing. Throw it towards that big pine tree in the back. Super low. Look at that Seguin fighting the wind, getting a little bit of rise. And I got the forward skip off what used to be the old out of bounds area. Should be C1's edge with a chance at par save. Let's go. All right, got a chance to save par here. Wow. Shaky warrior. Player B, we're warm now, ready to go. Par save on 1 after the slip. I'd say that's best case scenario. Best worst case. Y'all know what I'm saying. Hole 2 is gonna be a par 4, out of bounds on the entire left side, really shaping this hole. Also, one discernible tree to beat here off the gap. You'll see power forehands, big turnovers. You'll see flex shots to the right of that tree that fight out. You also see long turning shots like I'm about to throw with my Mockingbird here. We have tailwind, so gotta trust that it's gonna be stable. Put it on some turn. Looking for a long flight here. Oh my God, y'all. I just rode over that OB, half the height I was looking for out of the hand. Got in bounds though, that alpha plastic slithered back into the grass. And we're green. Green is good. Got 350 in, uphill, tailwind, so it's gonna play a little longer. Because of that, I'm gonna go to my Warbird, play it flat over this OB line, trust it to fade back late. There it is. A little bit of fade. Should be a C1 look. Last week, for the first time in my disc golf life, unfortunate timing of events, I had my forehand callus turn into a blister and my fan grip backhand callus turn into a blister. So that was stressful and kind of annoying to deal with while playing the hardest course on the planet. And a course where I need to throw a lot of scramble forehand, so it was kind of popping open on me every day, or every throw of the first round, and then kind of, luckily it hardened a little bit after that, but it's been annoying, let's say that. So during the final round of Champions Cup, since I didn't make the cut, unfortunately, I didn't wallow in my pity, or my sorrow. I ain't looking for your pity. But I got to caddy for Freddie, help him out, take a load off his shoulders. And Macbeth was on the card, so I was kind of watching his game throughout. You know, always got to be a student of the game. And kind of remembered how much I like his putting stroke. And so I re-downloaded it mentally and see if I can be mini Macbeth this weekend, because I really was feeling the rhythm last night with it. Oh, a little left there. Player B's got me. Got to settle for par here. Here on the tee of 3, we find ourselves with a 466-foot downhill par 3, out of bounds cart path on the right, and string line on the left, or paint line. This one is shaped by 2 options mainly. You kind of have a backhand flex or turning shot up the middle, or you got the wide forehand for the big power forehand players. I think the forehand's a very safe play for me, but I don't like having to flirt with a flippier disc that I need to get all the way for the birdie there. I think if it's a strong right to left wind, I might go to it just to give myself like a 60-footer, 50-footer. But I think if it's tailwind like this, I like the Dos Equis on a little force over up the middle. Check it out, Alpha Dos Equis. Found myself in the awesome hillside spring that anyone who's played this hole knows all about. Chip up Bluebonnet. Easy par, we'll take it. Shorty for par. That Kansas wind is coming, y'all. It's gonna be up to 25 here in a few hours, maybe by the end of the round. Chains are starting to vibrate. Y'all know how it goes out here. Hole 4 is a par 3, 388 feet. There's a dead straight option. Sorry, allergies. There's a dead straight option available to you. You'll see a lot of players. But shocker, you'll see a lot of players choosing that open airspace to the left, whether it's big forehand, turning shot. I'd like to see this hole mandatory, forcing us right of this tree here in the middle. To me, that would create all of a sudden a straight shot on a course where you can throw power forehand hyzer on every single shot until hole 6's tee. And so I think it would kind of break up the flow, break up the shot shaping, and make the players do something specific, which I think every course needs to do at times, even if it's an open course. I'm going Mockingbird turnover, tailwind, so I got to make sure to set the angle a little bit off the left. That's a good angle, has the height. We might have our first birdie of the round, y'all. Let's go. Mockingbird, baby. Now, in the past, I've always played this one straight up the gut, and I'm starting to realize sometimes I can be a bit of a stubborn purist. I feel like the game should be kind of played this way, so I'm going to do that and prove to you that I can do it. And sometimes you just got to take the path of least resistance, put in a good score, and you know, maybe disc golf's not exactly where I might want it to be right now in terms of the professionalism, the challenge of the design, some of these things, but it doesn't mean I have to try to make it play like that even when it doesn't. So I think for me, don't complicate things, be simple, get birdies. Hole 5 to me feels like kind of one of those memorable par 4s out here, mainly because just the way this fairway tapers down and bottlenecks towards the end, and because of that narrow landing zone up by the green, the effects of the wind just mentally tax you that much more on a hole like this. First off the tee, the goal is to kind of get up there near where Tristan just threw from. Give yourself an option to either go backhand or forehand, whatever you can do to get up there on the green. You gotta throw stable off this tee. I'm loving the Warbird because it gets me distance while remaining extremely consistent. I'm gonna try to release it flat at that FPO basket. Trust the disc to do the work. Even a little bit of turn maybe out of the hand at that basket. Trusting the Alpha Warbird because I know what it does. Yeah, great spot right there. Probably gonna have about a 315-foot hyzer in. Chupacabra screaming my name. Here we are, like I said, about 315 in. Typically this is a perfect Chupacabra range for me, but this wind has been consistently stiff all day and it's only picking up. So I'm gonna go Tombstone. See if I can't make it Tombstone right on that little narrow green up there. Come on, Tombstone, do what you're made for. Trusted it high. It's fading, it's dropping. Go in. Oh. Short side of C1, curled right. We got a putt. Whew. This one's always stressful, but very happy when you see your disc land in bounds. These Chump Chalk bags aren't only great for making sure your grip's right, but I've been using mine a ton as a wind read. Not only get the little grip hit on the disc, see where the wind's going, double down, and you don't have to rip the grass out of the ground and ruin the course, you know? So I think it's a win-win. Go get your Chump Chalk bags. Multi-faceted tool for your disc golf game. All right, head one putt here. Oh, just left. Let it push out of my hand a bit. In the spirit of the Dynamic Discs Open and this legendary Kansas wind, we're gonna tap them all out today. Cause even that got a little weird on me. Who would have thunk? We love these baskets, especially when the bottom ring keeps catching on the bolts and making them stiff chain. I've been noticing that in all of them out here, so hopefully we can fix that. I don't think we're gonna though. Hole 6 is gonna be the first hole on the course that forces any kind of specificity. Only real option here is to play a shot that moves out straight, fades hard left at the end. Great for a right hand backhand with a stable disc. Into the headwind, I'm gonna go Tombstone since this one's 340, slightly uphill. And one of the tricks, this tee box is also slightly uphill, so it steals a little bit of your leg power. Something to take note of next time you play this hole. Alpha Tombstone to handle the headwind. A little low, can I get the big skip? Wow, no. It's all right, inbounds. Chip up, take our par. On a course like this, if the wind gets big enough this weekend, pars are going to play decent for the most part. If you guys weren't already aware, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If it's super windy, low misses are always better than high misses, because most of the time they're in the bounds of play, and they still give you an opportunity for birdie like this one does. Fade. Oh, good pace on that one. Need a little more height, a little more left to it. He can film and shoot at the same time. Get it? Film and shoot. Hole 7 is going to be the first kind of major change that we have in terms of out of bounds area being shifted. This one makes me feel like I grow taller somehow every year, even though I know I'm done growing. But low ceiling here off the tee, you got to play it out, kind of over this out of bounds bubble. You got to decide to play short or just kind of get really aggressive now, because that low area is out of bounds. I'm going to go spur, just play a low hyzer, and try to play maybe like a fairway in or something, depending on what we got. Oh my gosh. Weird jump, but I think we're good.
What the heck kind of bounce was that?
I don't know. I think I hit, I don't know what I hit. All right, I got a super bogus. I think I hit this grass, skip right, something weird like that. But we got a long ways in, so I'm gonna go hyzer flip Wrangler. Try to get up by the green. Yeah, gotta settle for a long one here. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie to you. All right, I got about a 85 footer. Gotta settle for a bogey here. Felt pretty unfortunate off the tee, but maybe that's my sign to throw a wide rim over stable, so even if I do hit early, I can get a good skip and get way left and maybe give myself the forehand in. Hole 8 is our second of 4 par 4s. Hole 8 is going to be our second of 4 par 5s on this track here at Champions Landing. Just shy of 1,000 feet. This one offers out of bounds on both sides. It's going to be probably the narrowest of the par 5s. This first shot, play out over the out of bounds as a right-hand backhand thrower. Try to spike it in somewhere on that upslope. Second shot's going to be another over the hill, kind of blind landing shot, just like hole 1's is. Not as far as hole 1, but this one kind of offers some similar shaping. You're going to play likely a forehand or just a straight shot with a putter or mid-range on the second. Try to get to that big tree trunk in the middle there, leaving you about 250 into the pin. I'm going to go Warbird since we have tailwind. I can throw my kind of medium stable one. Try to bite off a little extra distance here today. And on cue, there's that wind I was talking about. Drop. I've taken my meter in off my OB lie. Now it's time to attack this second shot with a little soft flex tombstone forehand. Tailwind off the right. I believe. Mainly just off the right. Oh, y'all, I sawed that one off. Might be the luckiest shot ever if it's inbounds. We'll find out. Wow, okay, y'all. Luckiest man alive here. Inbounds after that saw job. I think something I need to remember in the wind. The reason I carry 25 plus discs in my beautiful icon bag from Discology is because I want to have all the options so that I don't have to over adjust in the wind. So don't make huge adjustments. Adjust the disc selection, throw the true line. Don't let the wind trick you. I'm gonna go horny toad, test it out over this out of bounds here. I got about 280 in, so I'm gonna hit it pretty full on a fan grip. You trusted it. Give me the slide. Oh, got the path skip. He's a cheeky one. And he made it. Looking at a par save. I'm gonna try to keep it in bounds next time I play a par 5. How about that? When you got a bag as comfortable as this icon, you just leave it on when you putt. Because it just feels like nothing's there, even when you got 30 discs in, 30 pounds, don't matter. I'm excited for my OG V2 bag that's coming in hopefully tomorrow. Probably gonna be rocking that this weekend, so look for it. Hole 9 is gonna be one of the most daunting and technical holes on the course. Beautiful tee shot here through the tunnel, down to the landing zone, probably 30 feet below. Out of bounds on the right side in this thick, rough line, kind of marshy area on the right, as well as on the left side. Second shot's gonna be a steep turning anhyzer or a massive forehand up the hill and tucked back into the woods at the end. I really like this hole. And we're teeing from out of bounds area, so you gotta get up there quite a ways before you enter the inbounds, otherwise you're going drop zone. I'm going with my seasoned Wrangler, trusted on hyzer, knowing it'll stand. Yeah, I knew it would stand all right. Stood a little too much. Maybe in this much wind, I should bump up to the Pokeball Ranger. Offers a little more stability. Let's see if I can make the correction. Didn't hit the release timing on that one. We'll see where the first one ended up. All right, I'll play one from the drop just in case I'm out. Big forehand, channel my Aaron Gossage action. Ooh, around the corner. It's tight, but I think that's good because it is a pretty sharp corner. Try to give it a little spinny par bid with the blue bonnet. Let's do that. V1 blue bonnet. Fade. Penny putter. You make a mistake, take bogey here. Doesn't feel the worst, but definitely want to keep this one in bounds off the tee. Thank you so much for joining here for the front nine at Champions Landing for the Dynamic Discs Open. We're gonna get to the back nine here in a second. Hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy some of these changes that you see on the back nine. And this Kansas wind is only picking up, so we'll see what we're in for. See you guys there.